In a major shift, US President Trump said that Ukraine can win back territory from Russia. The Kremlin dismissed his remarks, saying that it is wrong to think that Ukraine could recapture land taken by Moscow's army. DD India's Tripti Tripathi has more.
Kremlin on Wednesday asserted that it has no option but to continue its ongoing military campaign against Kyiv. The announcement comes following Washington's surprise shift of changing its stance on Russia to back Ukraine and urging NATO nations to shoot down Russian jets violating their airspace. After meeting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky a day earlier, the US President Donald Trump said that Ukraine could win back every inch of its territory from Russia, which he labeled as a paper tiger with a failing economy.
The biggest progress is that the Russian economy is terrible right now. It's, as you know, it's crashing. And that, frankly, Ukraine is doing a very good job of stopping this very large army. It's pretty amazing. You know, this is a war that should have ended in 3 days, 4 days. People said it was going to be very quick, and you got to hand it to the Ukrainian soldiers.
Trump dismissed Russia's military prowess and mocked its inability to beat Ukraine in a matter of days. Zelensky hailed Trump's apparent change of position as a big shift.
Trump is a game changer by himself if he will be sure in Ukraine. And I think that he is more close now to this situation. And that's why, and between us, only Trump can. For today, we know some not too much players in the world who can be game changers, but he's the most closer to this.
Also on Tuesday, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned that Trump's patience on ending the conflict in Ukraine was not infinite.
The president is a very patient man. He's very committed to peace, but his patience is not infinite. And as he has said repeatedly, he has before him the opportunity and the options of imposing additional economic costs on the Russian Federation if necessary, in order to bring this to an end.
Reacting to Trump's remark, the Kremlin said it had no options but to continue its military campaign. Spokesperson Dmitry Peskov even clarified that Trump's paper tiger comment was aimed at Russia's economy. He added that Russia is symbolized by a bear and remains, in his words, a real bear. Trump's comment has garnered EU's attention too. Brussels has urged member states to increase their support for Ukraine. Meanwhile, NATO issued a warning to Russia after a series of airspace violations. However, Moscow dismissed these claims, citing that the Russian military aviation complies with all flight rules and regulations. US leaders' comments mark the latest in a series of reversals on Ukraine, including a sudden talks. Tripti Tripathi's report for DD India.